What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of a Cold One Podcast. You already know it's your boy Big D, man. Hey, Big Larry gonna be here. He's just running a little bit late, but didn't want to leave y'all waiting too long. So as always, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying, all the support, everything like that. So what I want to go ahead and get started today, I want y'all to go ahead, comment below, check in. You know what I'm saying, comment your Instagram handles, comment your Twitters. If you got a business website, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of entrepreneurs out there, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and comment down below so we can go ahead and shout you out. Definitely want to take advantage of having a platform here, spreading the love, you know what I'm saying? Especially the Black-owned businesses. We want to, try to support y'all as much as possible. So like I said, while y'all coming in, make sure y'all check in below, drop your handles, drop your websites, anything like that. I want to go ahead and try to promote it as much as possible. And while y'all coming in again, Big Larry is going to be coming and joining us soon. But I just didn't want to leave y'all waiting too long. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First up, got my boy Shine in the building. Shine, what's going on, man? Y'all make sure y'all follow my boy, man. YOLO_so_shine on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you follow my boy. Hey, Shine, also drop the the business page too. You know what I'm saying? Him and my boy Reggie be doing the meal prepping services. So definitely want to check them boys out. That food be looking good too, man. So make sure y'all go ahead and support a Black business as much as possible. Here we go right here. Lil Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? Got the healthy food on deck. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check that out. It's lit. Hey, that food be looking good, man. They be having that stuffed salmon on there. You know what I'm saying? The chicken, whatever y'all looking for, man. Whatever y'all looking for. So yeah, make sure y'all check that out. Check out my boy. They doing their thing over there. And then while y'all also coming in, make sure that y'all do have y'all drinking hand, man. Make sure y'all got something to drink because today is going to be a very interesting topic. I'm sure y'all already seen the title. Yeah, we talking about religion today, but hey, we doing it in a cold one style. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about to just be, the typical religious conversation and all that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be kind of mixing it up. All right. And then also shout out to my Neos, Two Bros Kitchen. You know what I'm saying? They also doing their thing in the culinary aspect. So make sure y'all check them boys out as well. Man, my hat crooked as hell. Why y'all ain't tell me? Ain't nobody comment below say D, fix your hat. Yeah, man. Hey, it's tough being bald. You gotta make sure your hats look all right. But yeah, shout out to Two Bros Kitchen. They doing their thing, man. They're my Neos. You know what I'm saying? Row chapter. Omega Sci-Fi, y'all already know Bloody Row, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, check them boys out, man. They doing their thing as well. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the brew. You know what I'm saying? Something local. You know what I'm saying? This is the same one that I just had on Tuesday, but for those of y'all that weren't tuned in, you know what I'm saying? Back at it again with the Oktoberfest. Know the Brewing Company. This is a local brew to Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure that y'all Charlotteans are familiar with the Know the Brewing Company. They got a bunch of classic beers that are very well known. The Hot Drop and Roll. Y'all know about Know the Brewing Company. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is their seasonal Oktoberfest beer. It is a Marzen lager. You know what I'm saying? So off rip, you're gonna get that deep body. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see I got my glass nice and cold. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna pour up a little bit, something here. And yeah, that's what you want to see right there. Look at that. Looks so good. But yeah, I got my drink, man. Y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all drinking. Keep checking in while y'all coming in. You know what I'm saying? Comment your Twitter, your Instagram handles, all that stuff. Comment all of that below so I can make sure I shout y'all out and all that. Give me 1 second. That tastes better than Tuesday. Kind of got a hoppier taste, but that's probably because that I feel like they probably got a higher IBU. And for those of y'all that looking for brews that aren't too, I guess, hoppy tasting or harsh tasting, look at the can and look for the IBU content. You know what I'm saying? You could probably use different apps and websites that kind of review beers, and they'll give you all that information. But look at the IBUs. The higher the IBU, the harsher the taste is going to be on the brew. So just as a little tidbit for y'all there. Damn, that shit got me. Woo! But yeah, feeling good off that jump. Still got the shout outs coming in. Shout out to Shannon joining us. We appreciate you. Make sure y'all follow Shannon_Alex on Instagram. We appreciate you as always, Shannon. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Then my boy Shine said, oh yeah, don't forget about me. You know what I'm saying? D-Shot Media. You know what I'm saying? D-Shot Media Official. Bam said that. Make sure y'all follow me. Definitely appreciate that love. And also don't forget to make sure that y'all follow a Cold One on Instagram and subscribe to us on YouTube as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the Instagram right there. So that's a Cold One _podcast right there. Make sure y'all tune in. You know what I'm saying, each and every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying, because we're doing our thing over here. And yeah. So still waiting on my boy Larry to kind of come in. I really didn't. I thought I was going to give him enough time. Thought you know, giving y'all shout outs and shit would waste enough time, but shit. I don't know how long he's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? He got held up on a few things, you know, taking care of business and shit. He is on the road this week. He just got to Atlanta not too long ago, so he's just running a little bit behind. So he'll be joining us shortly. But yeah, man, today we talking about religion. And the question that we're posing, I mean, so many different things are shaped by religion, shaped by, you know, just what people kind of grew up doing and knowing and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Usually religion is imparted on you like from a very young age. So you know, we trying to figure out, you know, is religion, well the first question, is it needed? Like, do you need religion? Do y'all feel as though we need religion? But then also, is religion an illusion? And that second question we probably gonna come back and touch on again once Larry gets on. But just off initial thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all feel as though we even need religion? Okay, we got Shannon saying she's sipping on a Cayman Jack margarita. I'm not familiar with that. Shannon, if you could comment below, let us know what you're sipping on. Like in depth. Like what is a Cayman Jack margarita? I'm not familiar with it. Also, my boy, it looked like my boy Shannon trying to hop on, so I'm gonna go ahead and post a link. Shannon told you to hop on because that's because Shannon thinks that you're attractive, Shine. Yeah, I just put you out there. So shout out to Shannon, shout out to Shine. Shannon thinks that Shine is cute. So I know she shitting her pants right now. But yeah, bro, go ahead, hop on this joint. Anybody else that wants to be a part of the conversation, I just posted the link down below. So if y'all want to hop on, feel free. It's going to be a crazy episode today. Make sure, before we even get started, while y'all thinking about them answers, if y'all feel as though we need religion, before we get started, let's make sure we keep it respectful, because here at the Cold One Podcast, we respect all views, all religions, you know what I'm saying, all of that stuff. You know, so we want to keep it very respectful, and we really not trying to convince nobody of, you know, converting to anything else or changing your views or anything like that. We just going to kind of have a different kind of conversation in regards to religion than, you know, what's typically had. So Shannon says, thanks, D. I appreciate you shooting your shot for me. I mean, I get tired of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all know we always have our friends on the show. You know what I'm saying? We have our homeboys. And you know what I'm saying? After the show, they be like, oh my God, who was that? Who was Shine? Who is Yarnick? Who is so? They're cute. Tell them to get back on the show. Well, I tell them every time, get in the comments, shoot your shot. Y'all be dragging y'all feet and bothering me about it after every single show. So yeah, I put you on blast. So shout out to Shannon shooting her shot vicariously through me. But that's how we going. That's how we doing it. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and bring my man Shine on the show. Shine, what's going on, brother?
What's good, brother? What's good? I dang, how did you soon? It's all good. I'm chilling.
What the hell?
How everybody doing?
What the fuck you got going on? Bro, hey, this joint is kind of rated PG. Not really, but damn.
Hey man, I don't want no. Hey man, I'm trying to get Shannon hot. Let me stop.
Hey Shannon, you heard that? My boy came out. He was like, "Oh, Oh, somebody want me? Oh shit, my man about to oil up. He took a fresh ass shower for y'all. You know what I'm saying? He showing you the man chest and everything. He done waxed his chest and everything. shout out to my boy Shine, bro. How you feeling, bro? How everything going?
Yeah, man, I'm here for it. Good evening to everybody. Good days, good blessings. Keep it PG. Nice and clean, nice and slow. I'm gonna sit it back a little bit. But yeah, man, greetings. Larry should be touching down a little bit. You was hip. I think he was gathering his following necessities and touching down.
Oh, word, because he probably about to come to your crib, ain't he?
I think I don't know. I told him if he needed to pull up, but I think he had squared away his spot already, before he even got here. But like I tell y'all boys all the time, ain't no need to spend money on somewhere to stay. When there's extra spots in here. But
word. Well, that's what's up, bro.
Good day.
Word.
How you doing, man? You doing good?
Yeah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. We just trying to dive into this topic a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because, me and Larry was talking and we was like, religion, it shapes people's views on so much different stuff, you know what I'm saying? It impacts our day-to-day lives, like people real life, you know what I'm saying, from birth are conditioned to believe in a certain religion. So we just kind of trying to unpack all of the different facets of it and figure out, what type of effect does it have. And so, you know what I'm saying, for starters, you know what I'm saying, I just posed a question, you know what I'm saying, do we even need religion? But first, I see you drinking on a brew, bro. What you sipping on?
I told y'all, like I posted in the I'm sipping on OE out of the can. I just had a 6-pack. Yeah, I keep a little OG.
Word. I ain't even know OE came in cans. I thought it was just
I
straight 40s.
Hey, welcome to Atlanta. When you get in Atlanta, boy, you start finding out everything, boy. I thought it came in a 40, and that was it.
Word.
I just remember it being a 40. Them boys got cans. They got 32 ounces, 12 ounces.
Yeah.
They ain't got the little cans. I thought.
Yeah. Well, yeah, y'all see Larry said he's on his way, you know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be checking in. But just off initial thoughts, bro, do you feel as though we need religion?
Man, what's crazy? And not even trying to make it seem like we just hold on, real quick.
Yeah. Well, while he doing that, looks like in the comments, Shannon says, yes, we need religion. Have you seen 2020? I mean, what do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Like what does religion do for you? What does it mean to you? And especially in relation to 2020, because I think, some people might have changed their views on religion in 2020. You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff going on, so many, different things, people being impacted in different ways. So, like, do we need it? Like, how does it help? How does it hurt? Like, what's your thoughts on it?
All right. Oh, okay. I'm back. I don't know if I think he was asking somebody that.
Oh, well, yeah. I was just, giving that little filler while you know what I'm saying, oil up and stuff. Hey, y'all, hey, this is not a show for kids. You know what I'm saying? We got naked grown men on here. It's a little awkward, but
But you know what? Don't judge me before I get right. Since we talk about religion. You know what? But honestly, I'm gonna try to keep it real broad on what you asked. You said, do we need it?
Yeah.
I believe that we, in a religious faith, I believe we need to have faith to teach us how to have faith in separate things in life. Not so saying that religion is always what we need, but I believe it's just a widespread. It's like respect. Uh, you know, growing up in the church, my pop, that's his soul. He was a preacher. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was all like, "Oh, Rev," he used to call me Little Rev, like, "Yeah, Little Rev, Little Shine, Little Rev," like, and it was just like one of them things. Not to say that he was a reverend and that was what it was, but it just like you grew up around a lot of good people being in the church. Not so to say all the people are perfect, but you come to realize that it's a lot of good people and it's a whole lot of wholesome love in churches. You know what I mean? So black, white, brown, or whatever. I grew up in a mostly black church. Uh, it's just love, you know. So I feel like if you don't get anything out of going to church or religion, you're gonna get some fathom of love. You know, a lot of people gonna say you do what you do. A lot of religions are gonna push for different faiths and different types of religion, but at the end of
Mm,
the day, it's always gonna be love. You know, so I believe that's the ground on religion with me. So I
mm,
believe it because it teaches people how to love other people outside of their family unconditionally while still teaching them that people are still people. You know what I mean? If that makes
mm.
sense.
Word. And so with that type of foundation, do you feel as though, because I mean, I know there's a lot of pros to it, but I mean, some would argue there's cons to it too. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the overall experience of being religious and growing up in the church. Because I'm like you, I grew up in the church, and I'm saying I'm sure a lot of us probably have that are Christian. So like you know, there's some, I guess, not so pleasant sides to it, I guess, depending on who you ask. So all things considered, like, do you feel like it's needed?
Is it needed? Is it a necessity to life? Me being me and me being who I am spiritually based off me being a black man in America, but being a black man also in America with where I'm people. Oh Lord, where my people from? It's just it's a necessity, but it, ah, it's a touchy word. You know
I
what I
know,
mean? And this is where
I
it's like,
know.
you know, you don't want to tell people that they need it because outside of church, I can still handle myself and be the man that I know I need to be, and which I've taught myself or learned from the church, or the people that I've been around from the church, or just people in general. But
Mm-hmm.
I
Or or
believe.
or or even so, let's not even try to define it for other people. Do you feel as though you need religion?
Do I need religion?
Mm-hmm.
Um, with what I know, I feel like religion has been a great basis. So I'll never step away and say I don't need religion. I always say people need religion for base, people need atheism for their base, or whatever they want to be. But me, I believe I needed religion, and I
Mm-hmm.
still do. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
can wake up tomorrow and not pray, but at the end of the day, I know that I've had the basis of how to be a good person or how to handle everything within life based off what I've been taught. So I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say I
Mm-hmm.
need religion just off me, just for me, and for the life that I'm trying to portray with the lives that I have around me.
Gotcha. El Dottie, what's good, bro? My man
Man,
just came in, kicked the
look.
damn door in. He
Kick the
said, "Fuck
door
it."
in, man. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to get up in this bitch, man. Goddamn, I've been moving around all fucking day, man. What's happening? What's chatting and shine? What's good, dog?
Ooh, your barber, boy, you clean, boy.
Hey, you know me, dog. Hey, man, hey, shout out to my mama, cause my mama did this, boy. I went down to the country just to get my hair done, just to come down to the A, nigga, and now I'm sitting on the ninth floor of the Midtown Atlanta, nigga, looking at the whole
Ooh,
city, boy. You can't.
ooh. Speaking of religion,
Word. But
I might have
hey,
to
bro.
get y'all a scene because I don't do social media like that, so y'all will see nothing from my shit. I'm just might like show them a little my views and shit because you know I don't be posting on social media. So
Word. Or just record a clip or something, I'm saying, and then we'll show them on the next show.
I just said I don't record or take pictures, bro.
Word. Well, I'm saying for the show.
Nah, they gotta catch it live, dog. They don't catch it live, it ain't caught.
Oh, well, there it is. Y'all heard it there
if
for us.
it ain't live, it ain't real. God,
Word. Well, all right, bro. You late. Get the drinking. What you got over there?
You know, I'm out here, bro. You know, I got my boy Modelo. I couldn't find nothing too crafty, so I got something that I really enjoy, which is the Modelo, the Cerveza. I love me a good cold Cerveza, boy. Modelo's, boy, it's almost better than Dos Equis Ambers. And you know, since it's Thursday, and you know, since I'm out here, and you know, since we talking about the Lord, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this into the game.
Woo!
Make us
I'm a,
mark.
Hey.
Just got real.
That's what it is. Hey, anybody that know me know that is my shit. Maker's Mark right there. That's my shit. So hey, shout out to it. Because actually, Larry cousin, his first cousin, my pro fight frat brother Oscar Frazier.
Yeah, shout out
He
Oscar.
actually,
That's my first cousin.
Yeah, he actually put me on the Maker's Mark like years ago, and I had one sip of Maker's, and I was like, yeah, I can't go back. So shout out to all the bourbon drinkers out there, particularly the ladies who drink bourbon. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are real. All the ladies that I know that drink bourbon be cool as hell. So shout out to y'all. But all right, so
what's good, man? How, man, what's up? We are we past the point of talking about days and shit? Am I that late?
I mean, shit, you 20 minutes late, bro. I guess we can hear about your day though.
I mean, what if I took 2 shots? Would that earn me the right to say a little bit about my day?
Y'all comment below. Let us know, is 2 shots enough for Larry to be able to talk about his day? Because it seems like he got some shit that he want to share. You know what I'm saying? I feel like 3 might be fair. You know what I'm saying? I think 3 is fair. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good number, but
that's 2 right there. I mean, since it's my shit, right? This is my show, right? And I already done took 2, so you said it takes 3. You know what I'm saying? Shine, you gotta take that 3rd one, Bo. Whatever you got. Where you going?
Hey, bro.
Come here.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Bro said 4. So
4, good. Hey, what's good, Spank?
Where? What's going on? Well, you know what I'm saying,
that, I know that's a gold peak. I know ain't nothing in it.
Where? Hey, bro said 3 and 1 for good luck. So hey,
all right, he took the 3rd one. I'll take the 1 for good luck, man.
Word. Well, hey, y'all, while y'all appreciate y'all checking in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get back to the comments. I just want to comment down below the link if any of y'all want to hop on the show. Please make sure y'all got quiet backgrounds or headphones. You know what I'm saying, to try to keep the audio in check. But y'all can click that link if y'all want to hop on.
Sure,
but yeah, bro. So go ahead and tell us about your show. I mean, not the show, your day, and then I want to get into some of these comments because I don't want to miss anybody before I scroll up too far.
Nah, man, I just want to say that I'm thankful. You know, we're talking about a very it's going to be a controversial show. When you're talking about faith and religion, you are bound to strike some nerves. Before we get started, I want to say, in case you didn't know, it's your boy El Dottie. You know what I'm saying? And we here to have a conversation, man. It's been shit. Hell. Hey man, you see people already popping. I already know this is gonna be a show. But yeah, man, it's your boy El Dottie, man. I apologize for my tardiness, man. I've been moving around all day, man. So, you know, been running around all day in Charlotte. Then I drove down to Columbia, you know what I'm saying? Got my hair done. Shout out to my mama them because she got down, cleaned your boy up. Boy, I can see my scalp, boy. I can see my next sentence.
That's what it is. That's what it is, bro.
Yeah, but then after that, I came on down here, traveled to Atlanta with rain the whole way, boy. This morning, it was very aggressive this morning, boy. That rain was kicking ass, dog, but I made it through. I'm glad I'm here, man. Glad I'm here with y'all. Shine hit me up and talking to Shine all day because, you know, he stays here as well. So glad you came in and filled in for me. I didn't know you was going to do it like that, dog.
Man, like we and D was saying earlier, man, when you know, it's just what you learn in life, man. And you don't expect nothing from it. You just make sure you do it. It's just cordialness, man. It's all love. I love y'all boys.
Word, love you too, bro. All right, D. So let's get into it, bro. Let's make some people upset.
Oh,
word. All right. Well, before we do that, I do want to go ahead and get this little young lady on here because she about to damn.
Hell no, change that name, bro. Change that name. We are talking about holy stuff today.
Hey, I want people to see it though.
Hey, man, come as you are.
Hey, y'all saw it for a split second.
A split second. So whoever recording this motherfucker, better timestamp that shit so you can see what it was, because that shit went away like a wizard.
Word. Well, hey, shout out to Nia. We appreciate you. Welcome to the show. I like your hair. You look great.
Nia, shout out to you.
Hey, she got the laid edges. You know what I'm saying? The lip gloss popping.
Off one side.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys are so nice to me.
All right.
Well, welcome. All right. So before we get back to the topic, Nia, what are you drinking on?
So after work, I had this wonderful margarita martini. It was amazing. But as I'm in the house right now, I just have wine. Am I supposed to show it?
I mean, that would be nice.
Margarita martini got me there, okay? It got me there.
If you don't show us, it's not real.
Yeah, I think she might have passed the
Oh,
street.
that you don't. What
Word.
this your fifth bottle?
You better turn around.
That's a long ass laugh. How you pause in to laugh? That shit was funny.
Make a U-turn.
Word.
But we
She started
also
buffering.
we got some tequila that is straight from Mexico. I got another one
That looks
right
like it's
here.
from. Oh my! That bottle is dope.
Handmade. This shit is strong as fuck.
Yeah, it looked like somebody made all that from the liquor to the bottle.
Exactly.
Word.
It's Friday for you already.
So we got our shot glass and we got this right here. So
Word. And I know a lot of people probably thinking, man, it's crazy. Y'all up here drinking, talking about religion. Yeah, that's what we do. Know what I'm saying?
Hey, we
The Lord
millennials.
said, the Lord said, come as you are. You know what I'm saying?
And
At
we here.
least within Christianity. I don't know, everybody else, religion. We respect all religions, you know what I'm saying?
Either way, we here.
Hey,
But my
drink it.
God said, come as you are, and he turned water into wine. Amen. So
Shannon's making fun of me because let me tell you guys something, right?
mm,
She texts me.
What's good, Tyrese?
She texted me to clock me in because I was late, right?
mm.
So I said, "Oh shit, Shannon, I forgot today was Tuesday." She goes, "Nia, it's Thursday." So that's why she said, "Tell them what day it is, bitch."
Oh wow! Now you dove into the bottle of wine.
I told you I had margarita martinis first. It was so good. I asked him. I said his name was like Alfonso or something. I said, "What's the strongest thing here?" He was like, "Oh well, just get this margarita martini." And I had a couple, and it's amazing.
Is that what's in that bottle? It looked like a genie came with that bottle too.
Word.
No, in this bottle is handmade distilled tequila, and it doesn't have all the extra preservatives and stuff in it, and it's really good and it's really strong.
Great cut agave.
Okay.
Mm.
My man Tyrese said that he can make though. He said he actually selling them at the crib. I got you, Tyrese. Y'all go holler at Modal so you can get your genie bottles with homemade tequila.
Word. That's what it is. All right. Well, we all caught up. We got our drinks and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so I guess we got to address it, huh?
Yeah. So I posed the question initially, saying, "Do we need religion?"
Ooh.
Now, before these comments scroll too high, because I do want to engage the audience, I do want to read a couple of these comments. So the first one I'm gonna take from Facebook. So Sneak says, "I'm late, but I just want to say we don't need religion, we need relationship." And I 100% agree with that. And I want to come back to that point shortly, but I just wanted to start with that one. But then Brandy says, religion provides a peace of mind, and I feel as though it prepares you to be okay with the unknown. God will provide and see you through trials and tribulations when you can't see for yourself. Hey, she just said a word right there. Hey, so she said it provides a peace of mind. But I mean, to challenge that a little bit, because this is a Code One podcast and we challenge stuff around here. You know what I'm saying? I just want to shake the keg up a little bit, but I think right here you what you're referencing is more so like faith that you will be okay in the times to come where you don't know what the circumstances might be. And you're saying that the faith is that God will provide and see you through trials and tribulations when you can't see for yourself. But we have times like now where, what I'm saying, 2020 has been a whirlwind of a year. It's been a roller coaster. And a lot of people are like, yo, like what's going on? Some people feel like the world is ending. So I guess where does religion and your faith come into play in times like this? And then I guess like to go back to the question, do we need religion in times like this to get through times like this?
Well, I'm gonna say I don't think we need religion, bro. Faith, yes. Religion, because religion is the reason for a lot of, strife, within the world. People kill people, get hurt, a lot of negative things happen because of people religions and their beliefs, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not gonna say I'm a religious person because I'm not. I feel like I'm a lot more spiritual. Like I have a personal relationship, with God, Allah, whoever I choose to call him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that is what's most important, is that I have my personal relationship, because in my day in and day outs, bro, I'm dealing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And not what anybody else believe. But some people can move under the pressure of religion. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, do things that they probably wouldn't do if they felt, because they feel like it might be sinful or unholy or things like that, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
real quick, just to answer your question, I'm gonna say no, I don't think we need it, but we definitely need some kind of faith, and we have to believe in something greater than ourselves. As long as it's not on the evil side, I'm cool with it. I don't, judge anybody for what they believe or, the way they live their life, bro, because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. So
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, man, I'm gonna say no, we don't need it. Faith and belief in something greater than ourselves, yes.
All right,
Final answer.
cool. All right, Nia, you said or you raised your hand, look like you got something to say. Go ahead, please.
So what I was gonna say is I think that it's very interesting how we have dissected religion to certain areas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when we have this conversation about religion, oftentimes, even myself, I did it before, and I was just like, well, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual, right?
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, you kind of think about it, and it's just like, okay, well, what is the difference? Because within religion, there's supposed to be spirituality, and I feel like overall, I feel like there there doesn't need to necessarily be like, we don't necessarily need to get away from religion, but we need to define religion, right? Because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
traditionally religion is associated with the rules and the judgment and the culture of what being spiritual is supposed to be, if that makes sense, right? Because essentially when we define spirituality, we are defining religion at the same time, right? But I feel like again, we need to just redefine religion in what your specific faith actually looks like. Because I feel like, when I have this conversation, I say, well, for religious terms, I identify as a Christian, right? But then it's just like when I think of Christianity, or when the masses think of Christianity, you think of the culture of Christianity, not what it's actually supposed to stand for, right? Not within like having faith and moving from a place of love and extending grace and being this Christ-like person, but you more so think of the judgment on the other end of like, oh, they doing this, or oh, you a sinner, or oh, you do this, or oh, you do that, when ultimately I feel like that is just like anybody, like, right, like how people use like their money to justify themselves, or they use clout, or whatever they use, right? I feel like people use things like in the name of religion or spirituality or whatever to compensate for where they may be lacking. So I know for me now, where I am now, I personally don't necessarily like how we have strayed away from saying religion, because honestly I feel like it's just a matter of semantics, because at the same time I feel like religion embodies faith, it embodies spirituality, it embodies believing in something greater than you, higher than you, and and all those things, but we just get caught up in the culture of it and the history of it as well, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, Christianity is a white man's faith, they use it to enslave people and da 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 da. When it's like, who told you it was a white man's religion? White people just did that. That doesn't make it their religion. And I feel like at that point you're giving them too much power. But yeah, that's enough rambling from me.
Well, I appreciate that. And so to kind of give my answer, because kind of touching on what all of y'all said. I think that the way I view it, I view it kind of split up into three things. I view it as religion, I view it as the church, and then I view it as your relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like religion itself, to answer for me, I don't feel like I need religion per se. Because I feel like the religion is just the overall structure, you know what I'm saying, of how things should be. Like this is like the rule, this is like the law of the land. And I can only speak from my religious background. I was born and raised as a Christian, primarily Baptist, but I also attended Pentecostal churches, AME churches, et cetera, et cetera. But primarily I grew up Baptist or Baptist / Pentecostal. Um, and so it was like in both of those churches, I think there's a big, deep, rich Black history within both of those, you know what I'm saying, denominations of Christianity. And so I think that we kind of just associated Blackness with Christianity or Christianity with Blackness. And it was just kind of something like we just grew up in it. You know what I'm saying, my parents, you know what I'm saying, their parents, so on and so forth. But it was just like, this is okay, this is the Bible, this is what it says, so this is how we're supposed to live. But then you had the church aspect of it, where the church were the ones who kind of added context to it. It's like, okay, the Bible says this, so we interpret it as this. The pastor interprets the scripture as this and teaches it this way, and the members hold one another accountable based on whatever that teaching style is. And I think that the church and then the religious structure aren't the important part. I feel like the real testament is in your
when you're not
relationship
even we're
with
not even
God.
there, we're not even in those buildings, those infrastructure.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What do you do on the
Exactly.
outside of that?
Exactly. And it's like your faith is like what gets you through, you know what I'm saying? When you experience good times, what do you do? When you experience bad times, what do you do? What do you believe in? You know what I'm saying? What do you hold on to? How did you truly live your life? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that aspect is more important than religion as a structure and the church as, you know, a building or a family or a way of teaching. I think so. For me, I'm gonna say no. I don't feel as though I need religion, and I would even say I don't think anyone needs religion. I think
Perfect. Hey, I think that
it,
was a good explanation, bro. Good job.
I appreciate it. I just think that, you know,
You
overall,
argued your position.
yeah. So I just think overall, I'm saying you just got to have that relationship. I will say overall, religion does kind of help people to develop, I guess, overall morality. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, like I think like overall it kind of helps us to not, you know, be out here just killing motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, and being ruthless. But at the same time, a lot of people call themselves, you know, Christian, you know what I'm saying, Muslim, Jewish, you know, Buddhist, whatever, and they end up doing a lot of stuff that, you know, goes against whatever the teachings are of their religion. So I mean, uh it's just interesting to see how it kind of plays out. And furthermore, I feel like that is even more reason why the personal relationship with your higher power is more important than, you know, the overall structure or the building that you go to worship. LaShawn, it looked like you had something to say.
I ain't trying. You sound about right, bro. I mean, it's 2 points. It's 2 points and multiple points that you're making. Um, but me, honestly, I feel like you said religion is what it is. It's the name of it. It's just the name of what kind of religion you believe in or the faith that you have behind a religion. But religion is almost basically a word to say history of. It's just history. I feel like the religion behind religion is history, based off your location, like you said, and based off what the people did there, and how to believe people believe based off another person who probably was in power and made these statements and said this should happen, and a lot of people believed them based on what happened. So I really believe religion in a whole, based off the names of them, are just historical events and geographical. But like
Mm-hmm.
you said, the relationship that you have and the faith that you have is kind of the mind, the focal point. Like the religion is how you're being taught to be a better person or a better human being on today's earth. You know, some people say don't eat pork. Some people say uh, don't eat seafood or don't eat bottom feed. Some people say you should stop. You shouldn't eat for this part of the year until it's after 7 o'clock, and you should only eat this certain amount of things going on, or a certain amount of food, or what kind of food. And I believe geographically, the things that we hear with the religions are kind of are strong to what people probably should be doing in those geographical places. Like, hey, if the sun's out, we should drink as much water as we can every single day. But to test your faith, we know you need water every day. So we're gonna ask you not to drink water for 12 hours, knowing that the sun's gonna come up and it's gonna be 100 and something degrees. So are you gonna cheat? Are you gonna cheat your God and drink that water? Or are you gonna see how strong your faith is, you know, in the heat of the day on the equator? So it's just like
Mm.
it's so weird, but it's just I feel like the religions that we have are just a bunch of geographical tests that people somehow overcame with the stories that we get. People overcome the common outcome. But
Mm.
that's me of religions. But I really feel like y'all both hit on something when it comes down to your relationship. It's like a song, you know, me being from the low. What is it? Be what you are and live the life. God knows your heart, and you can't get by. He's coming back to judge the world. Be what you are and live the life. You know what I'm saying? So live your life accordingly to how you want to live your life. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the
Mm.
day, you know what's right, you know what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Inside the church and outside the church. They used to say, oh, God gonna get you if you chew that chewing gum in church. I'm sitting there like, well, dang, I can chew chewing gum outside of the church, but I can't chew it inside of the church because y'all just didn't want it to be dirty. Because somebody might, drop it. But that makes sense. It makes sense. But
Mm.
like, it's all about what you do outside. It's all about what you do as a person. And I feel like we're taught a basis at the beginning, but it's really on you. We all gonna have to see that man or anybody for what we want to see him for, or we may come back as birds and dogs reincarnated based off certain religions. But it's just like as long as you as man live your life and take yourself and know that every day you go to sleep that you did something right or you're doing it right. I'm kind
Mm.
of is what I said earlier that you do read religion, but I don't believe you do. As long as you live correctly, and live as if every moment is your last. You know what I mean? I kind of
Yeah.
rambled, but my bad.
No, no, you. I think you had definitely had some good gold nuggets in there. Alicia said it would not. She said, Spencer, you're on point. It would not be a test of faith if it wasn't something that was hard for you to part from. So I definitely agree with that. I'm saying in terms of like the aspect of like testing faith and stuff like that, and it being a geographical thing. Because I've always wondered. You know what I'm saying? Because people oftentimes say, you gotta get right with God, or you're going to hell, et cetera, et cetera. But I feel like there's no right or wrong religion. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, yeah, I grew up born and raised a Christian. You know what I'm saying? I was always taught you got to be right with God if you want to go to heaven, right? But I don't think that just because somebody was born in, you know what I'm saying, the eastern part of the world, and they might have grew up Buddhist, you know what I'm saying, that they are banished to hell just because that's all they ever known. You know what I'm saying, from birth. I don't think like, if you're Muslim and that's what you
You eat a
practice
piece
to,
of bacon.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think like that, like that is, you know, automatic, death sentence, or you're going to hell because you're not practicing Christianity. I think like it's just everybody has their own view of a higher power and what they believe is to be morally correct. And everybody just tries to kind of operate within that realm. But Mike did just bring up a good point. He said, religion is how you practice. And he said, if you
Right.
don't have those guidelines, how do you practice your faith? That's an interesting point.
That's a very interesting point. That's a great. I was looking at that like, damn, that's a point.
Yeah, no, that's very valid. That's very valid because like I said, I do believe that, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, my initial answer to do we need religion, I said no. But then I think that, so within Christianity, my pastor from my home church, he defined the word Bible as an acronym, and it's basic instructions before leaving Earth. So I look at the Bible as kind of a blueprint, you know what I'm saying, or outline, or, you know what I'm saying, like just something like a guide, you know, to try to get you to, you know, overall live a fulfilling and good life, you know, whatever that, you know, means to you. And I'm sure that everybody's faith has some type of text where it kind of serves the same purpose. Now, me, and I may get some flack for this, but there's some things in the Bible that I disagree with. I just point blank disagree with certain things that I feel as though I feel like there were certain things added to the Bible.
They about to cancel us.
Hey, I'm just saying that this is just my personal views. I feel like there were certain things added to the Bible, and I feel like there were certain things taken from it.
Bam said that are not necessarily the views of a Code One podcast.
No, I'm just saying, like, cause think about it, bro. We learn in school, you know what I'm saying? We all educated here. We learn, you know what I'm saying, in history, throughout history, there have been several civilizations, nations, countries, continents, whatever you want to call it, that have used literature for propaganda. You know what I'm saying? They've used books, you know, to try to alter the public's opinion, to control the opinion of people, you know what I'm saying, control their mindsets. Hell, we see how, you know what I'm saying, white people try to use Christianity to justify slavery to black people. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why I've read once that the reason why they decided to teach us Christianity is because they looked at us as savage, like animals, and Christianity was supposed to, I guess, not quite make us human, but make us a little bit more tolerable and or prepped, if you will, to just work all day. You know what I'm saying? Because in those texts back then, they also, you know, taught us how to be loyal slaves.
Right. But then that's the thing, though, because I feel like a lot of that stuff. So you look at, you know what I'm saying, the Bible as a book, right? You know what I'm saying? So people say originally the Bible was written in Hebrew, and then it was translated, you know what I'm saying? And if anybody who has ever studied multiple languages and stuff, there's never a direct or exact translation from one language to another. And then when you have a man translating it, there's always room for human error, right? So we say the Bible is the word of God, and it was originally written in one language and it was translated to another language. And then we have all of these different versions of the Bible, you know what I'm saying? And you're telling me that out of all these books that have
nobody
been altered,
fucked nothing up.
Because you know what I'm saying, all these books that have been used for propaganda,
everybody has played the game, right? Where, you know, the teacher says one thing and whisper it to the next kid, and then every kid has to whisper it to the last person, and then when that last person says what was said by the teacher, you know they fucked it up.
Right. Exactly.
So you mean tell me,
the telephone game. And so you telling me that the Bible was the one book out of all these books that have been
where
fucked up,
that was never ever,
it was never touched.
Everything is in its original form.
Right.
I can't confirm that, and I don't know anybody else who can confirm that. And so when it comes to back to Mike's question, let me see if I can pull it up right here.
Well, while you doing that, I'm gonna just say I don't believe that shit was untouched. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm anti-Christianity or nothing like that. It just doesn't make logical sense. And the Lord blessed me with a mind. I'm very intelligent. I'm able to use logic, and it just don't make sense. So I look at it as an overall general guide, but I don't look at it as this is the word of God from his mouth himself. I just think it's a general guide to kind of help us to, overall
An
lead into
outline,
a
a
good life.
blueprint, kind of, if you will.
Yeah. But I just don't agree with everything within the Bible. So that's why I focus more so on my now it did give me a good foundation to kind of judge like what's right and wrong. But some of the things that the Bible condemns as wrong, I just disagree with. And some of the things that the church condemns as wrong, I disagree with.
And see,
So,
that's the divide. So when we was talking about gender roles on Tuesday, right?
mhm,
Some people may look at their faith, their religion, and
mhm,
say that exterminating gender roles is an issue to them. You know, they have a problem with, I guess, I don't even know how to explain, like how progressive society, is getting and has gotten, so
mhm,
some people in their religions would say that, there's a lot of things they would deem as wrong or evil, or, you're going to hell over, or, I mean, I don't. It's so tough because I'm kind of nervous, like, what I'm saying. I don't know, but there are a lot of things that the church deem as evil, but then there are a lot of things within the church that goes on that's evil as well.
mhm,
So how does it work? You know what I'm saying? So because this is what I think. Walking in faith to me means that believing, because I grew up in the nation. All right, so I was a part of Nation Islam. Grew up as a Muslim, so my perspective was a little bit different. It wasn't the church experience. Although I've been to church plenty of times, and I'll still go to church. I still go to the mosque because I believe they teach a lot of things that the Black community needs to know. You know what I'm saying? But to some people, it may seem too aggressive and or radical, if you will. But I think that they have a lot of guidelines and strategies for the Black community that could be, borrowed and implemented. But that's the thing, because to me, this is how I feel. I feel like the nation teach you more on implementation and how to take action. You know what I'm saying? If you pay attention. And to me, church is more like theory. You know what I'm saying? And what to and like the guidelines, the outline, the blueprint. We need to believe in God and trust in Him and in all our works and everything. But the nation is like, well, we need to go in the community. We need to grow our own fruits, grow our own vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Be Black. You know what I'm saying? And be proud of that and gain Black power. You know what I'm saying? And I can get with that. I can get with both. I feel like it's like, I don't know, bro. It's like I feel like I'm not gonna say. I think also religion can be used as a device, like a tool to divide too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because some people will put their faiths before, people, or their religion before people, that's humanity,
Man,
that's this
people
deserving
put
of the
people
same
first too.
care and affection that they claim to portray. You know what I'm saying? And why, when somebody makes a mistake, as if nobody, I mean, like, you're perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is perfect. I think people just need to be nicer to people, bro, and treat people as people, and not say, hey, because he did A, B, and C, let's look at him differently, or let's judge him, or you're going to hell. I don't think nobody's religion should be doing that to anybody, because I think that in a lot of senses, religion can kind of, hold you back from being your best self at times too. Because you're not putting, yourself and goals, ahead of, what you believe, but it takes action. That's the thing I'm saying. A lot of people seem to think that if you ask for something, it'll come, but no, it takes action. Say works without faith is what, dead, ain't it? So,
Yeah.
if I don't work,
yeah.
faith without works, work without faith. It was probably that before anyway.
Yeah, it's probably one of them. Word.
Yeah.
So but yeah, so you kind of touched on the gender roles aspect of it, and I mean, it's so many different things that kind of fall into it. So and we kind of touched on, you know what I'm saying, gender roles and relationships this past Tuesday. and I think they kind of go hand in hand with religion and what people deem as appropriate, what's right and what's wrong. Because we were talking about the Offset and Cardi B thing, and a lot of dudes have been taking to Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all these social media where, you know, people have these loud ass, crazy ass opinions and stuff. And they saying that, you know, the demise of the relationship was Cardi B's fault because she doesn't cook and clean. You know what I'm saying? And then on this past episode, you know, one of our viewers said that part of being a virtuous woman is cooking and cleaning, in her opinion. And then, you know, a lot of people reference like Proverbs 31 for, you know, how a woman should, you know, behave and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But I think overall, people, when it comes to these conversations, you know what I'm saying, when people are trying to use religion to justify certain things, I think that they pick and choose, you know what I'm saying, what parts they want to reference, you know what I'm saying, for what types of things,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, like, and this kind of is applicable to everything that we saying, you know what I'm saying, because
it's never looked at as a whole, like that as the whole, and you know, it's only picked apart for, you know, what's relevant, you know, and convenient for them.
Conversation.
Real quick, we got a comment here. It says, Sneak says, they do. People use religion to match their own skeletons and try to judge others and condemn them to hell. The same grace God extends to us, we must extend to others. And I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, for example, people, you know what I'm saying, in regards to gender roles, you know what I'm saying, people feel as though there's a certain role for a man and a certain role for a woman. And people love saying, you know what I'm saying, for example, homosexuality is a sin. You know what I'm saying? And then people, you know what I'm saying, persecute them, treat them differently, banish them from the church, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and third, and treat them differently, but then in the same breath, turn around and say, love thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like, or thou shalt not judge. You know what I'm saying? And
that's
so
what I was getting at, bro. Okay, you did it. You broke the ice, bro. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because there is no sin greater than the other, right?
Exactly.
No sin that any hand is greater.
I've been sinning for a long time. I'm not sin free, but I don't spend my days, you know, dwelling on the fact that I've sinned. You know, I do everything to make sure that I'm a better person every day. I feel like in the midst of that, because I talk to my supreme being, you know, all the time, bro. Ooh, excuse me, Modelo.
Yeah, I'm over here like
with Modelo.
Word, but yeah, no, I agree, and I'm the same way, bro. I pray all day, every day, multiple times a day.
Bro, and I have to because I feel like I'm going on a journey right now that's gonna, you know, call for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I need to be grounded in who I am in order to make sure that my goals get carried out, bro. And I can't do that by myself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger than me. So I need a source bigger than me in order to help me, you know, strive and even when the times get low and down, to always remember, you know, to press forward and to remember that I have to pick up and keep moving, because it's not, man, the race is not swift, bro, but those who can endure. I need to be able to go through this. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to be my best self in the down times as well. If I'm my best self in the down times, when everything is good to go, then, you know, who am I? I'm more than that, bro. And I feel like we can elevate to another level, but a lot of the restrictions and a lot of the things that let's say the binds that society put on people, bro. And that's my thing. Like, I feel like if I listen to everything else, and that shit would prevent me from moving forward, bro. Because I would have so many ideals, so many things that, you know, oh, this is wrong, or you're going to be condemned for that, or, you know what I'm saying? If I kept all that in my head, bro, I would not be going nowhere, because I would be too worried to do anything.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
life,
I
bro.
mean, that's not realistic, bro. Everybody in the Bible messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas was messing
everybody.
up in the Bible, bro. Everybody
You
was
gotta think
messing up.
everybody had a choice.
Nobody
Sodom,
was
bro.
perfect in the Bible. So why do we seem to think it's okay to be able to take, that entity and then turn around and within that entity say that if you don't abide by this exact way and you do A, B, and C, you're going to be condemned. And that's in any religion, bro. Any religion.
Mm-hmm.
You can't use it. I think that religion as an entity is an illusion, bro.
Yeah.
It's like social media. It's like a place where you can go to pretend like you're the holiest of the holy and forget that you're human and go back out and do the most fucked up shit to any and everybody, talk shit to any and everybody, judge any and everybody, but don't even look at yourself in the mirror, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think that's what it does. It creates a safe haven for people to make themselves feel like, I ain't gonna say all, I'm gonna say some people. There are people, and that's within the group. There are going to be people who's not there for the reason it's intended. You know what I'm saying? That's with any group, anybody, any religion. There are going to be people like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you have to define what all these things are for yourself and seek those things for yourself and not look for the approval of anybody else in order to make you feel like you're going to go to heaven or hell, bro. No, don't nobody else decide that for you because they got to come up with the same answer.
Yeah, exactly. Real quick, I want to damn. I want to acknowledge this other comment that
going on. Are you talking about the Avatar comment?
No, not that one on Facebook, but I did see that one. I don't really, I'm not familiar with Avatar, so I couldn't really say nothing about it. But
I thought it was I got a chuckle out of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, but we got one by Sneak on Facebook. She says, "There's no sin greater than the other." And to speak to the point in this part of the conversation, people still use the Old Testament to condemn the LGBTQ community to hell when we don't even live in Old Testament times. And that's also true because a lot of people, they will reference, you know what I'm saying, the Old Testament. And the Old Testament is supposed to no longer be in effect because the New Testament came about. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people be looking and they're like, oh, well, the Bible says this and that and this and that. Well, are you looking at the Old Testament or the New Testament? Because the Old Testament is just there for reference. But once the New Testament came about, that's when, you know what I'm saying, Jesus, you know what I'm saying, came about and, et cetera, et cetera. So is no longer valid. But I agree with you, bro. Like, I feel like, and I see your hand, Sean. I'm gonna get you next. I agree with you, you know what I'm saying, in terms of, like, I think a lot of what you said is kind of like the church. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people, you know what I'm saying, in the church, you know what I'm saying, just like they pull up to the church, just spent the night at Sister Johnson house, who married the Brother Johnson, you know what I'm saying? But Brother Johnson out of town, pull up to church, and then want to get in the church and try to judge somebody else, because they, did XYZ. You know what I'm saying?
We see it all the time, though, bro. We see it all the time in the black exploitation movies where they show what goes down in the church.
Oh yeah,
and people
and
got drama
that's
going
real
on.
though.
It is.
Let me tell you,
it's not made up,
bro. In the church, a church that I used to attend. I ain't gonna say no names. You know what I'm saying, but the church I used to attend, there was a deacon. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call him Deacon Bob. You know what I'm saying? Deacon Bob was married to Usher Shirley. You know what I'm saying? So Deacon Bob and Usher Shirley used to always be in church, and you know what I'm saying, I'm doing praise and testimony time. They used to always be like, they used to always be like, oh, I love my wife so much. I love my husband. I'm just so thankful. I woke up this morning and I looked at my wife, or I looked at my husband. I was just thanking God for such a solid partner, just somebody that I could navigate this old tiring life with. And I'm just so blessed and so thankful. And I can't imagine anyone else, you know what I'm saying? And people like, oh, praise the Lord. Amen. That's real love. Whole time, Deacon Bob ended up getting caught messing with Sister Susan.
No.
Yeah. Sister Susan also go to the church.
From
from
the kitchen?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, Sister Susan, she had a reputation of like being this good woman, you know, this, that, and the third, and so the deacon, like it was, and it's a small church. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold
Everybody
on
knew
real quick,
everybody.
bro. Hey, hold on real quick, bro. Hold on. Hey, Sean, I'm about to call you. Sean, I'm calling you. Pick up the phone.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Yo.
Hey, bro. Did you know that Deacon Bob got caught messing around with Deacon Shirley?
Deacon Shirley. I said,
Yeah, I got.
hold on.
Yeah, Sister Shirley. Hey, no, I got Usher D telling me the rest of the story. I'm gonna call you back.
All right, now. All right.
That's exactly how I used to go. But then whole time, but whole time, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Long story short,
It's crazy.
Deacon Bob and Sister Shirley or Usher Shirley, they end up getting a divorce. Before the divorce even finalized, Deacon Bob and Sister Susan pulling up to church together. Like same car and everything, holding hands, walking out. Bruh. Yeah. Like,
damn,
wow, bro.
They be going. I see why people go to church. They be going down like that at church.
Bruh.
Hey, I heard if you wanna
wife, boy said you want a husband and wife, go to church.
But I'm saying like these are the same people that used to like be in charge of like mentor groups and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to advise people on how to live their, you know, their lives and advising on their marriages and couples counseling and stuff like that. Like, bro, like is crazy, bro. And I think that churches oftentimes they the way that they interpret religion, it is harmful to those that are members, you know what I'm saying, and believers in the faith, because you got people that's coming to church and truly buying into whatever it is that you selling to them, you know what I'm saying, and they like, yo, like is this Christianity? You know what I'm saying? Is this Islam? Is this Judaism?
Is this the truth?
You know what I'm saying? Is this what it really is? Because if so, I'm not rocking with it. And so you wonder why so many people, particularly millennials, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel as though a lot of us grew up and ended up, you know, kind of stepping away from church and religion and stuff. You wonder why, you know, we like, yo, I'm not rocking with this. You know what I'm saying? And people look at us like we crazy, but you sitting here judging people, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, cast all these stones and you not even living right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. But real quick, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate.
We should read some of these comments, bro, because they got a lot going on.
Yeah. I just want to say appreciate all y'all. And as always, if y'all want to hop on the show, give y'all own insight, please let us know. You know what I'm saying? Let us know if you want to join the show. I'm posting the link down below. Feel free to click on it if y'all want to come on and give y'all own insight, perspective. You know what I'm saying? Share your stories, whatever. Today we're talking about religion. You know what I'm saying? Do we need it? You know what I'm saying? Talking about the different effects of it. Religion, we're talking about gender roles, relationships, societal hierarchy, you know what I'm saying, as it relates to religion and how religion kind of helps to shape all of that and our views on it. So any thoughts that y'all have on that, please feel free. Keep commenting down below. We appreciate all the dope comments coming in.
And let's say this too, D. Hey, if you come on, if you want to come on here, but you don't want your face to be shown or something, you can opt to stop your camera so your face won't be shown, and you can give your.
Are we allowing that now?
We can allow anonymous opinions, bro. Let's do it.
That's fair.
That'll get, you know what I'm saying, that'll make people comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It'll make them comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know nothing. Let me change my name and everything. We're gonna mix it up. We come make some shit up. Everybody's anonymous. Welcome to the anonymous life.
Welcome to anonymous.
If you have any strife going on with your religion, come on, talk about it. Get it out. You can be anonymous.
God is real. You should be too.
All you have to do is buy this water.
Ooh. And this washcloth.
We got somebody in the back. You gotta change. They see you. They see you.
Oh, Lord, you can.
welcome.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Hey, you look so beautiful this evening, by the way. I love the
Thank
lighting,
you. I
the hair.
just dyed my hair, so she is out.
It looks great. The highlights popping. Okay, I see you. All right
I got
now.
my D lighting on.
Word,
I see
word.
you. I was going to say, dang, you see
Why
that
can't I
man?
see y'all?
Oh, we anonymous.
We're
Oh,
anonymous.
Mr.
You were
Leo,
supposed to be anonymous. You
you
got
were
to
supposed
come
to be
in.
anonymous.
You got to come in and say, "Forgive me a code when I need a beer."
But y'all know I'm not drinking right now, so
You must anonymously lit,
It's
though.
just a saying. It's supposed to be like, confessional box. You know what I'm saying?
okay. I gotta say what again?
You got to say, "Forgive me a code when I need a beer."
Forgive me a cold one. I need a beer.
Well, tell me more about the beer you need, Mike.
What beer have you drinking before?
You said what?
What beer have you been drinking?
Anything light because I'm trying to keep it slim and trim. So anything light is on my menu.
Ah, Castle to hell. Castle to hell. No light
Get
beer.
her out of here. You be light beer? No, get her out of here.
I feel like if I were to drink beer, I would drink like a Miller Lite, Bud Light, or a Corona.
Sister Mary Jane, a Corona.
Am I still backstage or am I live?
No,
No,
you're
you're
very
live.
live.
Oh, that's
You're live.
crazy. Why can't I see y'all?
Because we're anonymous.
Oh.
You don't know the person who's in the box you telling all that stuff to. So that's what this is. This is the confessional box. You're supposed to be anonymous too.
Oh, okay. But I'm not anonymous.
Praise God, Sister Susan. How you doing today?
They like
Word.
how improv those playing with me.
Huh?
I say I like how I can improv those. Stop playing with me.
Oh yeah, that was great. That was great. We appreciate you.
You great
But-
job, man. You participated very well.
Yeah, but I know you've been tuned in for a little bit. What are your thoughts just in general in terms of, I guess, religion, how it shapes how we live, how it shapes our everyday lives, how people form judgments based on religion, you know what I'm saying, gender roles, societal standards, all that. Just we kind of keeping it super broad just to, had a conversation.
I joined in a little bit late, but I think just from hearing everyone talking and seeing the comments, I think I understand we're talking about religion, but I think that's where we get confused with the main mission of what it truly is as humans. I think it was always meant to be a very spiritual based thing. I think religion is very man-made. It's something that we just kind of adapted because of our parents had it or this had it. Same thing we do with anything that we learn. I think religion is very learned, but I think once we, or you as an individual, go back to that spirituality, then I think you see the more beautiful side of things. And I think all of those things that you relate with religion, you're stripped away from. And then you do start to create these relationships. But then I did see a comment that bothered me just a little bit.
Talk about it.
And this is not to relate to the pastors that are out here pastoring. Like, I've been to churches where they're like not even saying Happy New Year's. They're saying 3, 2, 1. I need y'all to put this much money in the collection plate. So it's not to talk about those churches in life, but just when people say like pastors
that
like
bag.
but when people say like, why do pastors need like private jets or why do they need luxury things in life? I think that's again relating them and not acting. Yeah, that comment right there. Because for me, I read that as TD Jakes needs a jet. Aside from him being a pastor, he's also a writer. He also has family. He also has to travel a lot, and he's also very famous. So if he needs
not everybody's stealing money
around. So I think we compare pastors as if. So why does LeBron James need a private jet? All he's doing is shooting some hoop. So it's like we hold them to different standards, and it's like, of course, we're both doing different messages. LeBron's message is to inspire young men and do the game of basketball, and the pastors is to inspire more people to be more spirit based, in my opinion. So I think when we start trying to strip the I don't even say strip, but I think we're trying to create these certain standards for what we think a pastor should be, but we relate it to religion and strip out the spirituality and what the pastor's main message is to do, then you won't make comments like, why does he need a jet? And then for Joel Osteen helping out the whole Houston, it's like Joel Osteen still at the end of the day is this individual human being. Sure, he can open up his church, but that's still not going to save all of Houston. And that's still not going to protect the Houston from a natural disaster. And so putting those type of burdens on religious leaders or spiritual leaders, as I like to call them, to me is just a way that we get away from spirituality and we get closer to religion, which is what we're supposed to be getting away from, in my opinion.
So to that point, I will say that in terms of the Joel, I can never remember how to say his name. Yeah, Joel Osteen or Osteen. I do think that he was wrong for not opening that church. I feel like the church has always been
have a pack of niggas just come into church like that.
Literally, stop playing with me.
No, I disagree.
And that's not what the church was built for. It wasn't built for housing. So if it wasn't built for housing, then the Houston needs to use their resources, and all those buildings that are used for housing, we have to use them first. I'm sorry.
I agree. I agree. The city also should have stepped up as well. But if you have people that are literally out here stranded, you have people that attended the church and couldn't even go in the church for safe haven. You know what I'm saying? I definitely still do believe that church should have been open for those people, especially considering that a lot of the people that were stranded and in need of help, and it wasn't coming from the state, then at that point, you know what I'm saying, it is the church's obligation to provide a safe haven for the members who have been paying tithes and offering for years. Because let's look at the tithes and offering aspect. Tithes and offering isn't just to make sure the lights in the roof is, you know what I'm saying, still there. Tithes and offering is when you're investing, it's basically like you putting it into a community savings. And then when you need help, you should be able to go to your local church that you've been paying all these tithes and offering into for the past however many years and get help. My home church, my cousin, my blood cousin, first cousin, their family at one point, they were about to get evicted. They had been attending my church for years, paying tithes and offering. They came to church, told my pastor what was going on. He took money out of the church's account and paid their bills. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's for. It's not just to make sure the pastor got a new car. It's not to make sure that just, we're building a new church and stuff like that. What good is a new church? You know what I'm saying? What good is a pastor's salary if all of the people that are, paying this 10% or more every Sunday, when they need help, they can't get it. And they end up being stranded on the streets, but still struggling to get to church every Sunday.
Well, the answer to that question is that not everybody pays their tithes, and a lot of those people who was trying to come in my church, I did not see them every Sunday, bro. I did not see them every Sunday. So don't try to come in my church when come to my church when there's strife and you need shelter. You know what I'm saying? Where was you when we needed? Where was you? Everybody didn't pay their tithes.
I know you fucking lying.
Pay their tithes.
In the terms of the same analogy. You invest all this money with school. Can you go back to your dean like, nigga, I need a job? Sorry, excuse my language, excuse my French.
You should be able to.
But you can't, and that's the reality. So even though you're investing, and I think again that's creating a certain standard. It's like that's not. I think the message of the church is to again find your spirituality and find that individual relationship so that you can prosper. It's not for you to be housed. And again, if it's a natural disaster, that's something that Houston has to be a little bit more prepared for. I don't think we have to solely relate that that responsibility on the church, especially
not solely, but they definitely
not solely. But if you got a whole bunch of people at your door begging for shelter in a disaster that nobody is prepared for, you could have come on now.
Motherfucking Biddle up in the hall trying to get their financial aid. It's just like.
This is life and death, though. This is like the difference between life and death. This is just being a human being. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the church ain't already packed, you can open the door and let a couple people in. Everybody, come on. That's just being a human.
I'm not going to compare the moral responsibility of a church to a college. You know what I'm saying? Because college is a business.
But they're both
they hustling. The colleges are hustling.
Two different organizations or two different people that believe. If you believe education is the key to success, you believe spirituality is the key that's going to unlock you to greatness. You're still believing in a certain thing, and there's still two leaders that are in positions. So they're still humans at the end of the day. I think we're trying to put this different human on a different pedestal, and it's like, nah, they humans.
No, right, but one human is a man of God. That's a big task, bro. You're supposed to be getting as close to that image as possible, bro. And some of these things maybe it's just be a little bit questionable for the image. That's all
Because
I'm saying.
I'm sorry if I'm not mistaken. Didn't Jesus go to people's houses and expect to be housed? Did he not?
Yeah, they kicked him out though, didn't they? They treated
Hey.
him. They treated your Lord and Savior, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, like the bottom, like the lowest of the low, the bottom of your shoe. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did. That's what they did.
Yeah, he ain't
All right, well,
Jesus in every single home. He didn't get that. Oh, you Jesus everywhere. You know what I mean? And that's just I hate to even butt in like this. It's just honest. We always have to realize that we as people are people. So at the end of the day, we shouldn't be out here judging no man for any decision that they make. You know what I mean? Everybody has a decision, and it's gonna be somebody who's gonna say it's right. There's gonna be 1,000 people that say it's right, and it's always gonna be 3 people that say it's wrong. And it's gonna be people that find those 3 people out of those 1,000 and be like, "Hey, well y'all tripping because you're wrong," or it's gonna be y'all right because you're wrong. Like sometimes the smaller side of the mass is usually the right side of the masses, but it's just like it's based off what you believe. You know what I mean? So
I don't.
And that's just that. Like we all gonna have to see that man for who we are and what we've done. You know what I'm saying? Joel Osteen could open a church, but he chose not to. I'm pretty sure he thought of the pros and the cons for the people of the church that have donated money, not donated, but paid their tithes, and he thought about it for the people who did. You know what I'm saying? Some people probably would have went to that church and was grateful. It's thousands of people that would have went to church and been grateful. But it's always that person that's like, okay, I'm grateful, but how can I get over it? We all know that person. That's somebody everywhere. You know what I mean? And that's just
I don't know, but real quick, because we got a very special guest here. I'm saying definitely appreciate my man's coming into the building. He doesn't need no introduction. Y'all already know my boy Alex. What's going on, my brother?
Yo, hey man, what's up, the bald bro? Shout out to the bald bro. Where's the other bald headed brother?
Oh, he probably sleep, man. Probably sleep.
Ah man,
word.
Word.
Hey,
y'all, come on.
Hey, y'all. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cheers. Hey, make sure y'all check out the Bald Headed Brothers podcast on all the streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? Definitely dope stuff that they doing over there. So we definitely appreciate you coming on, bro. I see you making some faces backstage. So I know you probably got some opinions about some stuff. So just before I get back into it, what are your initial thoughts just based on what you heard?
I mean,
He bald, man. I got hair. I don't want to be bald.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's my choice. That's his choice.
It's not even
but it's
that,
on
bro.
love,
It's just, like with the whole Joel Osteen thing, man. I think he did what he did. He got an answer to who he got an answer to, and it is what it is. The same thing it is with all religion. I mean, the whole time I've been sitting here, I've been listening to you guys talk about it. People been, and I've been reading the comments. I've been in the comments too, but you'll find out who I am later on and shit. But I've been reading the comments, watching the comments and shit. People been saying the same thing over and over, and they be like, they always put out the negatives and shit in religion. Nobody really likes to focus on the positive. Because I saw a comment that said, why TDJ's got to have a nice car. The whole why you got to have a nice car. He needs a jet to get to places. He ain't just in one spot. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. He's not in one spot. Now, does he need the best 747 that the money can buy? Probably not. Does he have it? I don't know. But
if it was Xfinity, absolutely. Period.
Yeah, right.
I mean, honestly, I ain't mad at him for having a jet.
Look, that's what I was about to say, bro. I was about to say, look, if you're a pastor and you are a businessman as well, you know what I'm saying, then and you making money doing other things as well. Because if you're a businessman, as long as the church ain't your business, you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean. But as long as you ain't hustling people in the church, you know what I'm saying, I think that it's okay for you to reap the fruits of your labor if you are a businessman who are successful. And the people we talking about, we know are successful and do things to be successful. So I don't think it's wrong for anybody to play a little bit.
Except for Joel Osteen, that shit's fucked up.
Except for Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen, that was
shit-
fucked up. You should have opened the door for them
even rock
folks.
with that one.
But Houston, let me stop playing.
Wait, hold on. What happened to him?
Well, no, I mean,
The
you
whole
remember
Houston.
when was it Hurricane Sandy when it came through, whatever, and they said that he wasn't able to open up the church doors because it was flooded, and then how
Yeah.
He didn't have
people
the
on
right
social
key.
media go by and they come through. I mean, everybody got a camera now, so dude went by, so it's like, oh shit, it's flooded. It looked
Oh, shit,
pretty
that shit
dry
dry
in
as hell.
here, and it
Mhm.
was. I mean, he just did not let anybody in.
Yeah.
For whatever reason he may have.
Tried to psych
I
him out.
mean, reports said it's because somebody robbed them before, and they were dealing with issues like that. But I ain't here to say, I ain't here for that. You know what I mean? Like whatever you did, whatever you did, and how you live with it, you live with it. You know what I mean? He did
Mhm.
open the church doors and did at the end. You know what I mean? But whatever. That's I think at the beginning that shit was fucked up.
He had to think about it.
Well, so here's my thing, because I feel like this. I look at paying tithes and offering like insurance. You know what I'm saying? I'm insured by Geico, right? So you know what I'm saying? I pay Geico every month, you know what I'm saying? Just in case. You know what I'm saying? Just in case I need something. I'm sure they probably take my money and help other people out who have had an accident today, tomorrow, next week. That's what they're using my money for, to cover those people. And I'm glad that I can help those people. Shout out to them. But I've been paying them for a while now, years.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Wreck your
I
shit.
come to Geico and I'm like, yo, I just crashed my car. And they like, all right, well, tough shit. I can't help you. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's how I view the tithes and offering. I've been paying these tithes and offering to this church that's in our community, where, you know what I'm saying, you have religious leaders that are literally making a salary off of the income that they're getting from its members. And then those religious leaders turn around when those members are in need and turn us away. Like me personally, I can't agree with that. And if you look in the Bible, the purpose of it say bring ye tithes into the storehouse. You know what I'm saying? The storehouse. You know what I'm saying? That's where you storing everything for the people that need, you know what I'm saying, to come in and get something out the storehouse. So if I actually need something from the church and I can't get it, it's like, well, what are we really paying tithes and offering for? Especially if you got a jet, you driving nice luxury cars, you living in a mansion, you know what I'm saying, you making all this money. What am I paying tithes and offering for?
I ain't seen a
Yeah, man,
doorknob on the church yet.
I mean, that's what you. But see, stuff like that. When you think of stuff like that, I mean, and this is just from my personal experience. You gotta start going to churches that actually read the books. They tell you exactly what's going on in the church. Because I mean, it's not like this. And that's what I feel like. I think religion is a very touchy subject, but like I feel like if you really are serious about your faith, you just the same way as you serious about your health, you ain't gonna go to the same bullshit doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't go to a doctor that's not taking care of you and you bullshit ass medicine and shit. You gonna find a doctor that's really about your shit if you smart about your life and shit. Same thing with religion and faith. Like if you going to the same church and shit that you don't believe in, why are you doing this? You know what I mean? I can't help the other person, but for yourself, you know what I mean?
And to the extent
that's
of
the
that,
main
it's
thing.
like, sorry, to the extent of that, it's like when you're tithing and you're offering, that's more so an investment for you. Sure, there's some pastors, some churches that are pushy about it, but again, that's like how you just said. If that's a bad church that you feel is pushy about the thing, find you a new church, find you somebody else to minister to you. But the relationship with tithes and offering, that's supposed to be your relationship. For me, I'm sowing this. This is my belief that this is how much I'll sow, and this is how much I'll reap from it. If you're looking at from this person taking my money every day, you're in the wrong place and you're thinking about it wrong. So that's your fault. That's your spiritual journey. That's off of whack. That's that point of it. And then I have a lot more points, but sorry, I'll be getting in the middle of it. If you haven't thought
I don't think he's necessarily saying that, he doesn't
it's
think
not you're
of
taking
tithes
my
and
money.
offering as, you know what I'm saying, somebody taking him money or, I have to give this to the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think he's saying that he's doing that for himself. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is that when it really counts and when something is out of your control and you don't have nowhere to go, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of, makes you think, dang, the one place where I thought, you know what I'm saying, will have my back, you know. And then you start, and that's what happens when trust like that is broken. You start to think about things that may have been questionable. You're like, dang, I spent a lot of time here, you know what I'm saying, I gave tithes and offerings, and it's not even that he said, no, y'all cannot come into church. This motherfucker lied and said that the church was flooded. He said the church was, somebody called him like, yo, Joe, hey man, we got some people who need you down there at the church, man. Can you let them in? Niggas start turning on faucets and shit, talking about something. I can't, no, it's flooded over here, buddy. We can't do it.
And I just thought of my other 2 points. So one of the points is to that extent, it's like your relationship that you have with people. I guarantee like the people who are truly invested and have that relationship, because you're not necessarily, I think at that point, looking to the church. I think you're looking to what that person who has built the church, how much you think they have at that point, especially when it's a natural disaster and you're kind of panicking to a certain extent. So I think it's kind of like a similar situation to where, like, again, like you said, the homies who ain't pulled up to the church in the month of Sundays is the first one to be mad when they're not let in. But it's like that true investment hasn't been made. Not to say that him locking the doors is still wrong, but it's like those are the first ones to complain for me when it comes to religion. And it's like, but where was you putting the work in at?
So
where
if,
was
if I decide to if I decide to practice my faith, you know, away from the church and the things I do, I remain with the spiritual relationship, right? And let's say I don't think that you have to go to a church in order to, you know, be a Christian or whatever that, you know, religion is. But what I will say is that some things, it just boils down to like being a human. At one point, you have to take away all of this stuff that complicates humans. You know what I'm saying? And religion is one of them. It's not about, because I don't think that just because I go to church, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm putting the investment in there either. Just because I show up. You know what I'm saying? Just because I show up, that don't mean I'm investing in it. That just means I'm showing up because they said if you show up, you'll be good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no work. The pastor better not ask me to read nothing. If that tie come past me again, I'm a dinner on the church. You know what I'm saying? Type situation.
That you are putting the work in on yourself, where he can't be fooled. Yeah. That type of work. I'm not talking about physically going to church. I'm not talking about you going to church every week and you just physically not putting you mentally and emotionally and spiritually not putting the work in. I'm talking about you putting the work in. I think you'll find your way at the end of that situation, and you won't ever think about a situation like that as negative, because you'll just have a higher spirit in you or higher being that's saying that you're gonna figure it out anyways. So you're not gonna be blaming other people who are also other people for the reason why this natural disaster or whatever the situation is happening.
Yeah, so I think
like it's something that's immediate though. Like that's the only difference. Like you're not expecting something to happen. That's just like Corona. Like niggas was not expecting this to happen, and it affected people in all kinds of different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like just because I think natural disasters are a little bit more different because that's not something you really plan for. You know what I'm saying? Unless you live on an island with a volcano. But if something like that was to happen, you would want to think that, you know what I'm saying, somebody, if you're right there at the door, somebody would be like, okay, I could see if, you know, it was too many people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, and that's in any situation. Like if you was, huh?
I said it might have been too many people.
Well, yeah. Shit, I don't. Yeah, but
but
you when you figure it out.
I ain't hear no excuses. I'm just saying it might have been.
Yeah,
it could have been.
But he could have let somebody.
He could have cut it off. He could have cut it off. He was like, all right, man, I done let as many people as I can in here. You know what I'm saying? I can't do no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he could have tried.
He could have tried.
Yeah, and I don't think like whether you've been paying tithes and offering or not, you know what I'm saying, should determine whether the church is willing to help you. You know what I'm saying? Because like. Again, like when I was in church, you know what I'm saying, we had, you know what I'm saying, mission trips and like missionaries that would go out into the community, you know what I'm saying, we used to feed the homeless, you know what I'm saying, do drives, you know what I'm saying, to give out clothes and stuff like that, because that was what we believe God's work, you know what I'm saying, like we were helping others. Those people never came to our church. Half of them couldn't get to our church, you know what I'm saying? And so that doesn't mean that we still shouldn't help someone in need. Just because like that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? A church being like, Hold on. What's your name? Hold on. Let me see here. All right. So you paid. Let me see. You paid $5 over the past 3 years in tithes and offering. Yeah. Sorry, you can't get in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you can't
saying?
come
Like
in the
that.
church.
That's wow. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I just think like the church being, you know what I'm saying, I guess a belief or institution of, you know what I'm saying, giving to others and helping, you know, the needy and et cetera, et cetera. That's what they kind of frame themselves to be. I think that you do just have a moral obligation, especially, know what I'm saying, to the community that is surrounding your church, the community that you're in, the community that's allowing you to live such a fruitful life. I do think that you have a moral obligation, you know what I'm saying, to assist them. And even, okay, he couldn't, you know what I'm saying, open the doors to the church. What did he do? You know what I'm saying? Like what did he do? I feel like
As
opening
a
the
man of
doors,
God,
know what I'm saying, was the simple part, but like what did you do? Did you offer alternatives? Did you try to work with anyone else? Because I feel like the religious leaders should be the main people at the forefront, know what I'm saying, in those times of need. Even back in, know what I'm saying, let's look at civil rights. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King was a civil rights leader and he was also a preacher. Know what I'm saying? The black church, well, I mean, maybe that's a problem, but you know what I'm saying? The black church
what
has
if
historically
MLK was
been
like? What if MLK
you know what
was
I'm
like? You
saying?
know what? That's a long ass walk, man. I can't even. They gonna be throwing shit at us and all that shit, man. I ain't even trying to fuck with that. You talking about I gotta walk all the way there?
Word.
Imagine if he would have said that. And you said something
Yeah.
about a pedestal, like we're putting people on pedestals. I'm sorry, when you claim to be a man of God, you put yourself on that pedestal, and you have
Yeah.
to be
You
able to
take on that
live up to that.
responsibility. You
You
take
put
that
on that
responsibility.
responsibility. You took on the responsibility of what it means to be a man of God. And when it's time, and it's not about what you do when everybody looking, it's about what you do when the people not looking. That really counts. You know what I'm saying? And when the people weren't looking and weren't, you know, thinking it was going to be an issue, he created an issue and a question about himself. You know what I'm saying? As a man of God, because would a man of God just say no?
I was about to say, and Shannon made a really good point that we also have to remember church is a business. So they still are on somebody's land sometimes, a lot of time. They
That
still have
don't
to
pay
pay
taxes.
things. But it's still a business. It's still the concept of a church is built from a very business-like place, in my opinion. You start kind of like in your living room or your kitchen, you network and you tell people about it, they invest and you kind of grow and scale there. So
Why we don't never see no new shit in the church?
But no, hold on. What's the purpose of the business?
I've seen how churches have transitioned from being in backyards to I can now watch church from Atlanta and my church is in Charlotte. So what you mean it has changed?
But there's a lot of churches that don't fit that same model though, that hasn't made those transformations. We can't watch every church on TV. And then why does the business portion of it even matter? Because it's supposed to be a place, you know, it's
I think
supposed to be church.
So you can make sure that you're normalizing that this human is in a very human place. You're in a business, you're in a very humanly world, so you're going to make human decisions. And again, we don't know if he did have previous conversations. Maybe I really don't know the backstory of his land, so I'm just speaking hypothetically here, but maybe say he has a church that's he's on a building that's owned by somebody else, and they're like, you ain't letting on the people in here. I'm the owner of this here land. You ain't letting it happen. So maybe he does have you don't know, like the work that he probably did put in. And then mission trips was a really good point that you made, just for the simple fact that people do mission trips in churches all the time. But I think when maybe they should reach out to the community more, because I think when people in the community don't see, I guess, the direct reflection of that, they think that the church is not doing any work, when in reality these churches are doing work all over the country, and we just only can see it from what we see from here and there, and we don't see that there are many churches doing mission trips. I've been on mission trips, or not mission trips, but I've been on plenty of works with churches, so they are out doing the work. And if we're not opening our eyes to see that, we're going to think they're just smuggling money and have this kind of weird fascination with thinking every pastor is bad or religion is bad.
Man, I'm sorry. I would die on this hill. I feel like the number one obligation of a church is to be a safe haven for the community that is in. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I agree with. That's just what I believe, because you're benefiting from that community. That community is pouring into you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can do mission trips in Africa all day. African people ain't the ones that's coming to your church paying tithes and offering every Sunday. The African church isn't the one that's coming to help your, your different fundraising events and your different outreach programs and stuff like that, and serving on your usher board, and protecting the pastor and pouring into the youth. Like, no, that's the community. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we have so many different churches, because every community needs its own church. Like, it's supposed to be a place of refuge, of safe haven, where you can go there and you can seek spiritual help, financial help. You know what I'm saying? Maybe mental help. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You could get marriage counseling. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. Vacation Bible school, all that. So I feel like if the community directly around your church cannot be served by your church, then I think that you as a church have failed. That's just my opinion. No matter how many people you've helped overseas, I just feel like you failed as a church in terms of what I believe a church is intended to be.
That's your obligation. I think the obligation of the church is to bring me closer to Christ. So I think they're fulfilling their mission perfectly. So it's just all about the way that you see it. So I think my mission
perspective.
But
see, when you
hold on. I will respond right back to that. Do you feel as though going to church automatically brings you closer to Christ? Because I know several people that go to church faithfully every Sunday that still ain't living right. And my mom always taught me, you know what I'm saying, going to church doesn't make you a Christian.
No, it's the same point that he said. So I've been going to church since I've been little. So I've been going to church faithfully. Got to college, still going to church faithfully. It wasn't until I probably was going to virtual church, Bedside Baptist, where I'm watching it every day. I'm reading my Bible. I'm listening to different passages. I'm really doing my research on my spiritual journey that it clicked for me, I guess I'll say. So it really just depends on you, the individual. It's not, I don't know, but this
is what complicates it for me. This is what changes things for me. Like when you equate the church to a business, because in business you have clients and you have to perform great customer service for them clients, in order for them to return to your business, right? So when it counts and your job, what you're offering to me, your service is creating a place for me to build on my relationship with God, right? And God wants us to, look out for each other, be nice to each other, basically, and help your fellow man when it counts. You know what I'm saying? Not when it's just in the church, but on the outside, it just as much. So student athlete, right? It's not all about what you do on the football field. It counts what you do outside of that motherfucker too. When people are not looking at you, what are you going to do and how are you going to act? And when people are not looking and you do what you do, that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to, when you equate church to business, you have to perform your duties. You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of the duties, because people have invested in the business and the business needs to invest back, especially when shit is fucked up outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't lie to us and tell us that the church flooded.
But if the business is bad, then you just leave.
I would say it's your perspective. That's the obligation of the church is. That's your perspective on what you think is the obligation of the church. Again, I think the obligation of the church is to bring me closer to Christ. If we're in a natural disaster and if my pastor gave me another resource, but he didn't open up his house, I can't sit there and bash him and say that he's bad when he gave me another resource to help. Just because he didn't open up his own house doesn't mean he's a terrible person, just because, it couldn't happen.
What's the church though? It wasn't Joel Osteen crib.
It wasn't his crib.
As an example, because that's what we started. But
my question is, because had he given an alternative, I wouldn't be saying nothing. But your man's didn't do anything. You got this big building, and clearly he ended up opening it anyway. So it wasn't like it killed him. It didn't kill the church. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing drastic happened. So he could have done it in the first place. But then, you know what I'm saying? It was no harm in him opening the church. It wasn't his personal house or anything like that. People come there every single Sunday. It ain't like they limit who could come into church on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? But because it's a national disaster, now it's dangerous to open the church. That doesn't make sense. But also,
now. This is totally different, honey. We want
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
for 1 day out the week. We want paying for them.
I hear you,
I'll be
but
real. Stop
what was,
playing.
to your point, what was the alternative that he provided?
Well, I was just using that example because that's the example we've been using. But I'm saying in a situation where you're coming to like your spiritual leader, and if they give you a resource of doing, if you own a business and you don't want to necessarily hire that employee for you for whatever reason, but you want to give them a recommendation to go get this other job, then they can't sit there and hold a grudge with you, or they can, and to a certain extent. But for me, that's just a mess. Or you holding your grudge because it's like, for what? They at least gave you a resource. So I think the people who sit there and hold grudges are the first ones that are to go to these blogs, the press, and say all these bad things. They never really were, they couldn't have been invested to the word to begin with. Or if they're hurt about it, they have to go figure out that hurt on why they're hurt like that from another human being. Period.
I don't. It's just tough because we're talking about the Lord here, and
no,
we're supposed to be forgiving.
Yeah, we talking about the church.
But people, the church, that's what it's about, though. That's what the church is about. Am I wrong? Being forgiving and being accepting. That's what it's supposed to be about, right?
That's what the gospel is about. That's not what the church is about. The church is the body.
Oh, church about business. My bad. You're right.
Church is about what
the church
is about where one or two gathered, or two or three are gathered. He is there. That's what the church is.
He'll be in the midst. Yeah. And you know what? You know what God does in the midst? He bless folks. So
because you may not receive your blessing at that time, but you might,
Word. And so when a time where it could have been 2 or 3 or more gathered, if he would have opened the church and let all of you, the Lord would have been in the midst.
In the midst.
Very possible.
Of Christ.
Boy, hey, I'm just saying. But I mean, definitely.
We kept this thing broad though, bro, because it was just so much, you know what I'm saying, within the scope of religion that, can be touched on, because it helps to shape, society. And I think it's good to have these kind of conversations. And sometimes we're going to have to go a little bit, dig a little bit deeper, next time, and kind of get a little bit more specific. But we just kind of wanted to touch and see what everybody was thinking, temperature check on where's everybody at on the religion side of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, honestly, your religious views shape so much, like, you know what I'm saying, and that's what we've been talking about the whole episode. But like, it shapes, you know what I'm saying, people's views of relationships and how they should go. It shapes, you know what I'm saying, the role that you play within that relationship, the role that you play in society. You know what I'm saying? Just overall, your judgment of others, your interactions with other people. You know what I'm saying? Your overall viewpoints and your tolerance to different, groups of people. Yeah, your mental health. That's another big one. And I think we definitely gonna have to do a episode or mental health as well, and kind of talk about the religious aspect of it too. But you know what I'm saying, and this is like, I don't even think that people realize how much that type of stuff that we are, you know what I'm saying, like, that's instilled in us, by the church or by our religious background, affects, us to this day. And it could have been something that we learned when we were, 6 or 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, I think I learned the golden rule at church, like, do unto others as you had them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, it was echoed in school, but I think I learned that like in Vacation Bible School or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, like,
the niggas forgot it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to this day, like, that's still something that I hold true. But now I kind of look at it as not just doing to others how I would want to be treated, but treating others how they want to be treated. So I kind of remixed it a little bit now, but it's just interesting to see how all of this stuff shapes it. And I want everybody tuning in and watching it to also keep in mind, this is just all us sharing our personal opinions. We're not trying to influence anybody to think otherwise about your religion, your spirituality, anything like that. We are tolerant of everybody's views, unless you feel like killing puppies or babies is like okay or something. Like, I don't fuck with you. But outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we we appreciate the different perspectives shared by everybody, and I think it's okay. Like I feel as though the purpose of a church is to serve the community, but now it feels like its primary purpose is to bring people closer to God, and both of those are okay to believe. But ultimately, I think that we should just strive every day to be good to everyone around us. You know what I'm saying? No matter what your religion is, no matter what your spirituality is, if you even believe in God, just wake up today and just try to think, how can I help somebody else? How can I be good to people? What is the impact that I want to leave on this world when I'm gone? And I think that is way more important than any religious views at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of my views on it.
Word.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Shannon apologizes, y'all, because she definitely took it there. It's all your fault, Shannon. Nah, man, but
to talk about it.
Word,
yeah,
definitely.
It was definitely a good one. But like D said, man, the point of the conversation is to just kind of get an idea of where everybody's at and how they feel about it, to a chance to express their opinions in a judgment-free zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to have different opinions from each other or everybody, bro. It is okay to have your own thought process. It is okay for you to feel however you feel about whatever you feel. And I think that it is important for us to be able to express that without judgment. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we do this. We do this just to have the conversation and just to get an idea of where everybody's at and be like, hey, okay, well, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I have to then adopt his mindset or his ideals. I could just say, okay, I can see where you might get that from, but I'm still going to live my day by day. And as long as we're working to be better people, man, I think that's the main thing. Like D said, treat others how you want to be treated, and vice versa, man. You have to be kind to people in order to get that kindness back. And I think that whoever your higher power or where you get your source of power from, will reward you in those ways. And when you decide to, take action and work for the fruits of your labor, man. So it's okay to have opinions, everybody. And I think that it is great that everybody here has an opinion. The comments were booming again today. They were in here talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to say we appreciate each and every one of you, man. And are we wrapping it up? Because I feel like I'm already wrapping it up. Wrapping it up?
I mean, we there, but before we go, cool. I want you to go ahead, plug your show, tell people how to listen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, follow y'all. You know what I'm saying, give all that information.
Yeah, man. Follow Ballhead Brothers Podcast. We on Spotify, Anchor, iTunes, all that. We drop episodes every Tuesday. We on Twitter, Ballhead Brothers Pod, on Instagram. Follow me at American_Apollo on Twitter. And I'll probably drop that. Well, you ain't got no chat. I'll probably come back and drop it in the chat so when people that come back and view it can check that out and shit. And I got one more thing to say. Well, whoever said that, Offset left Cardi B because she wasn't cooking and cleaning because of her lyrics, man, y'all crazy.
Crazy as hell. Because a person going to cheat if they want to cheat.
They got to do what they want to do.
They mad because when they cooked, whoever they was with left their ass because they cooked.
Bro, ain't nobody cooking in their house, man. They make too much money to cook in their house.
It's 2020. Niggas don't cook no more. The stoves are there just for the nostalgia.
Videos her cooking before, so it's like y'all feeding into some lyrics.
Isn't she Hispanic? Goddamn, I know she be cooking.
She know how to cook.
They grow up cooking.
But I'm not cleaning.
Word. Well, that's what it is, man. Make sure that y'all follow us on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I got it posted right there, code1_podcast. Make sure y'all continue to support us each and every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate y'all as always. And make sure y'all tell a friend and join us back in again on this upcoming Tuesday. I wish y'all a great weekend. Then I'm going to turn it over to Big Larry.
Hey, man. Yeah, like he said, man, y'all could have been anywhere in this world of virtualism, but y'all decided to be here with the Code One Podcast, and all we can say is thank you, man. We appreciate it. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm in the damn. Hey, I'm about to drink some more. I think Shine disappeared because he was coming over here. I got the homie TE coming over here. We're gonna have a couple of drinks, and then we might get our mask and take a walk because I'm literally in like Midtown. So yeah, but we'll see y'all next time, man. Huh?
I was about to say where you at, but you said Midtown.
You know it. Nah, but we'll see y'all next time, man. Y'all could have been anywhere in this world of virtualism, man, but y'all decided to be here with a Cold One podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell your sister, baby, daddy, Uncle, Sister Tracy about us, man. Let them know. Bring them in here. Let them know we be having that content for their ass. You know what I'm saying? And we talk about everything. We talk about the church. You know what I'm saying? We talk about everything. We are very well-rounded folks here, man. And also Tuesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. That's when we're live, man. So y'all make sure y'all come and y'all make sure y'all enjoy yourselves, bring yourselves something to drink, and have a good time, man. So until next time, it has been your boy L Dottie.
And you already know it's your boy Big D, man.
And we like to thank you right there. Sister Usher Shirley in the back. We're coming back to another episode of A Cold One, baby.
Cold One. Yes, sir. Cheers, y'all. Y'all be safe, man. Be easy. Be blessed.